7 days, 100 miles, thunderstorms, endless beaches and a lot of wet feet. Welcome to our Isle of Man adventure. This episode is the introduction to our multi-day hike around the Isle of Man, known as the Way of the Gull. We wanted this series to be the guide that we couldn't find, honest, detailed and showing the realities of a multi-day coastal trek.
The episodes cover our coastal path walk with details of our camping along the way and food stops. We will be talking through everything along the way, all our ups and downs, changes of weather we faced, including a big thunderstorm and wet feet problems with flip-flop malfunctions. To begin the journey, we travelled over in the motorhome by ferry. The boys stayed in our motorhome, Swifty, with Laura's parents in Peel, meeting us a couple of times during the week, which made finishing early even more motivating. Off we went, carrying our tent and all gear and some food, eating out along the way when possible.
Way of the Gull is the English translation for Raad ní Foillan, which is Manx Gaelic for the 100-mile coastal path that circumnavigates the Isle of Man, which is found between Ireland and England in the Irish Sea. With this trip taking multiple days, we've chosen to post this adventure in episodes of manageable, watchable and informative chunks, so please look out for other episodes as we explore the island via the waymarked coastal path. The coastal path is marked with signs showing a white gull on a blue background, a sign we spent a lot of time looking out for. It can be walked in either direction, but we chose to explore it via the clockwise direction. This walk is typically completed in around 7 to 10 days, with most people starting and finishing in the port town of Douglas if they arrive by ferry, or Castletown if they arrive by plane. You're looking to pay around £26 per person each way as a foot passenger on the ferry, or £38 each way to fly.
The trek takes in a stunning varied landscape, including cliff-top walks, beaches, glens and farmland. The path isn't generally considered challenging, but it definitely has its ups and downs, with some steep sections. It's the accumulative mileage, the wet feet and the relentless get up and go every morning that is the challenge.
We gave ourselves 7 days to complete the trek before the return ferry journey home. We made a loose plan and thought we could complete the hike in less time than that. The earlier we completed it, the more time we had at the end of the week to spend with the boys in Peel. If you're planning on taking on this challenge, we recommend learning to read the tide times and have a copy with you, as you'll need it for the long beach hikes required on the way round. There will be times that there will not be safe beach walking due to high tides, and the cliffside is impassable for more than a mile at a time. We don't feel like this was stressed enough on other videos we watched when we were preparing, so to be transparent, there is a lot of beach walking. Slippy shale, sloping sand, pretty much the whole way from Peel around the Point of Ayre to Ramsey. We're not saying this to put you off, it just took us by surprise a bit. We were expecting more cliff-top paths like we had around Santon Head and Port Erin.
We also took with us a handy and helpful book detailing the hike, produced by Sirione, as well as the Land Ranger OS map 95 of the island. I know most would usually walk off the orange Explorer maps, but we decided that having the whole island on one map was an advantage. In hindsight, the poor signage in many places had us depending on the OS Maps app, which is always on our phones as a backup. So we would recommend getting the 2 outdoor maps of the north and the south of the island at a scale of 1 to 25,000. Our map was really useful in other ways though, as I spent a lot of time annotating with possible places to stay, to eat and restock along the way. We'll post links for the handy pocket-sized book and maps below.
Before we continue, we just wanted to say, as we found out late in the hike, some very helpful information. A lot of the churches on the island have open doors and have tea, coffee, some food and water and even items for sale, with honesty boxes and card payment devices. This was honestly one of the best discoveries of the whole trip. Warm, welcoming churches acting as pit stops across the island. So, why did we even start this? When we sat down at the end of the year after completing Lee's 12 in 12 marathons challenge, we've also posted a video about this on our YouTube, we tried to think about the adventures we wanted to explore the following year, and this came up as an idea from me. I've had the book for this for about 18 years or so it seemed about time to try a long distance hike together.
We wanted a challenge that felt achievable, but still a little bit wild. If there isn't a chance of failure, is it really a challenge? We made a plan, booked the ferry and just went for it. With the packing and repacking whittled down, we had lots of nerves and excitement for the adventure ahead. The big question we asked ourselves was, could our bodies live up to the rigours of such a multi-day trek?
The plan for food was organised but flexible. We could see that after Ramsey we were going to often be near civilization and that there was a Tesco's in that town for restocking. For this reason, we chose to carry 2 main meals each, along with 5 days worth of breakfast and a lot of snacks. The main meals consisted of either super noodles or a pasta and sauce pack, with some jerky to increase the protein intake and dried fruit to round it off as best we could. For breakfasts, we'd pre-mixed porridge oats with powdered milk, and Lee had found these honey shots. They're designed for runners to replace energy gels with a more natural and less stomach unsettling plan, but they worked really well in porridge as well. We decided to drink herbal teas whilst we were camping to reduce the need to carry the gear for coffees or teas, but Lee didn't miss out on his caffeine fix as we grabbed a couple of coffees as we passed through different places.
Here is a list of what we narrowed our kit list down to. Waterproof coats and trousers, rucksack, boots and flip-flops, tent, cooker, spare gas and X-pot cooking pot, sleeping bags and mats, tracking watches and apps, and portable charging block with chargers, cables, map with a case, compass and guidebook, down jacket, hat, gloves, head torch and midge nets for the evening, spoons, plates, bowls. Washing up gear, we use a tiny microfiber towel for a tea towel, first aid kit, sun cream and shampoo bar which acted as soap, hand sanitizer, large microfiber towel, personal clothing. For us this included good socks, 1 set of swimwear, 1 pair of trousers, 2 pairs of shorts and 5 t-shirts, plus a lightweight dress for Laura. We will include some links to the exact items that we carried.
So all there is left to say is please like, subscribe and share if you found this helpful, and feel free to ask any questions about any aspect of this challenge. After watching videos about this coastal path hike, we planned this adventure and we have tried to include all the information we feel people are looking for if they're planning it too. We hope our experience helps you plan yours or simply gives you a front row seat to this beautiful island that we absolutely fell in love with. Let us know in the comments if you've walked any part of this or if it's now on your bucket list. Thanks for watching and look out for episode 2, which is day 1 of our trek.